I have been wanting to. I've been working out for about a year or two straight, nonstop. About 3 days a week, never less than 2 days a week. And one of the things I've had problem with getting my stomach down. I'm telling you guys and ladies, letting your stomach get fat is like letting Pandora out of the box or something like that. It is the hardest thing to bring back. But I have to tell you, finally, it's going down. And I have one person to thank for that, and that is Jason Ottley. He is helping me to get the fat belly down. Everything else is fine. But the belly, and because of my age, it's harder to get it down. But Jason's been working with me, and now I'm getting the 6 packs. And I'll get 12, and then 14 and 15. Jason Ottley is here, and Jason is a health and wellness coach, fitness expert, and nutritionist. Jason, welcome back.
Hey, thanks for having me.
I'm finally getting my stomach back down.
You're doing your thing. I started in the kitchen. You're doing well.
The one thing that you've been pushing for me is that you help me out during the workouts and stuff, but you've really been on me about the nutrition thing. You're like, look, you can work out until the cows come home, but if you don't start eating right, cut back on sweets and all that stuff, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, especially for your goals of, your stomach, like you said. It's mainly in the kitchen. Like, you could be the fittest person in the gym and have an elite program and follow it to a T.
Yeah.
That's not necessarily going to take, effect in that area that you're talking about, your stomach.
Yeah. And so I cut back on the Oreo cookies.
There you go.
Since I am an Oreo, sometimes I eat packs of them, right?
That's low-hanging fruit. That's not like getting rid of that stuff. That's always like the first approach. Like the processed foods and stuff that you can clean up rather easily. Those are the techniques that you should, go after first. And then after that, then you can approach the more complex approaches.
It really feels nice because the rest of my body is fine.
You're strong. I gave it to you. Yeah, you're doing your thing.
And it's just that I had a hard time getting that down, and it feels so nice that it's going down now.
That's awesome. It's
my
good
clothes feel better on me and everything.
Awesome.
I got to ask you, so no sweets and...
It's moderation. In moderation. Everything in moderation.
Oh, I can eat sweets in moderation?
I don't know. I don't feel comfortable telling you that. I don't know. I said most people in moderation. I'm really reluctant to say moderation. For you, no sweets whatsoever.
Because after a good meal, sweets is like a cigarette.
I guess it's like an after thing, right? It feels good afterwards.
Yeah. You like want something to just kind of end the meal with. It's like a good cigarette. And one thing I had tried to excuse, Joel is into dancing and working out and stuff, and he made up this day called Cheat Day.
I don't think he made it up, but I've heard of it before, but yes.
And when he started doing it, I'm thinking, oh, that's a good idea. Just do it and call it Cheat Day. But that didn't work for me.
Oh, yeah, not for everybody. So I can't have a cheat day because I know my personality. A cheat day will lead into 1 to 2. It'll be a roller coaster. I mean, like a downward spiral effect for me.
Yeah.
So treat days aren't for everybody.
One last thing about that, I noticed that when I realized that it was best that I go that route, cut back on that and all that, the first thing Satan, Satan worked on your mind, he was trying to make me want sweets even more so. When I realized I got to cut back on this, he's like, no, you need more.
The temptation.
Temptation.
It's around you. It's
real.
He
tempted you to want even more so.
It's a real thing, man. There's more to it than just food. You have a psychological bond with food. People eat based on their emotions, on how their day went. So it's more than just like food and going in your mouth. So you have to break that physical and emotional bond to food.
Once you stop working out, I'm trying to get my ex-producer James to get back into the gym or some kind of workout. Once you stop working out, because he used to work out all the time, soccer playing, running, all kinds. He doesn't do it anymore. Once in a while, he tried to get out. How do you convince a person how does a person like that get back into working out where it's become routine again?
I think it's baby steps. First is implementing exercise back into your life. If you're not doing any, first find something that you enjoy, Then from there, you could build one behavior after another, but it starts with one step, get back to that activity that you like. If it's walking, if it's playing soccer, you'll feel better by moving, and your body craves it. And once you start doing it, you'll get over the psychological hump of like being in a rut or being in a funk where you're not, exercising.
So since he really liked playing soccer,
yeah, I would encourage
he
trying
hurt his
that
back
again.
playing soccer, so he cut back for a while, so he can kind of go out there.
Yeah.
Maybe on the soccer field or somewhere, just
mess
kicking
around.
the ball
Kick the
around.
ball around, mess around, and I'm pretty sure that will start, the creative juices will start flowing again, and he will want to, incorporate it more into his lifestyle.
Right. Should he join a soccer league or
That's
something?
a good way. Having a community around you that people have similar goals is always a good thing to have, and it's encouraging to keep you active. And we'll talk about that a little bit later today as well.
Yeah, it's because if he's joined a soccer league, that would give him a reason to go.
Exactly. Yeah. Now you have people who will
Are relying
on him to be active or are waiting on him. Accountability comes into play. So joining a club or being around people who have similar goals is very helpful for you.
That's one good thing about having a trainer. It's like the trainer is expecting you to be there at a certain time, and so the motivation to get there.
And your trainer should have goals for you when you're away. Like, I expect my clients to do things when we're not together, and I can monitor that, and that way they have some accountability when we're not together.
Tell the folks a little of your background so they know that you know what you're talking about. That's why you're so good at it.
Thank you. Well, quick background, I got my bachelor's in kinesiology and the study of human movement. I'm a precision nutrition coach, and I've been in the industry for about 15 years. I work with just about everybody, and I focus on fat loss, helping people recover from injuries, and just being healthy and happy overall.
What are the 5 things that really matter?
So I wanted to come up with like 5 behaviors that I've noticed in most of my successful clients.
Yeah.
And so it's not something from a book, not something that I've heard. It's like real like stuff that I value, that I've seen successful people do. And I kind of wrote it down here. Is obviously one of the no-brainer one is being active on most days of the week. So this doesn't mean like, oh, I did something like two days out of the week, not even 3 days. You need to be active about like 6 to 7 days out of the week. And some people might be like taken aback by that, but I don't mean like an excessive high intensity workout. It could be any activity, like you said, playing soccer. It could be walking. It could be a tough workout, but a mixture of all those kinds throughout the week is something that you just need on a consistent behavior if you want to make a change.
There are a lot of people, especially older people, who go out and walk.
That's fine.
Should they walk every day or every other day, or how should they do it?
As long as you're active most days of the week, you could walk 7 days a week. If it's not yielding the results that you want, you want to intensify the activity. But if walking is the only thing you could do at your activity level, then by all means only walk. It's really relevant to that person.
For how long should they walk?
I think 30 minutes. I mean, this is just, standard time. It could be less or more.
Oh, okay.
I think 25 to 30 minutes is a good starting place, and depending on how your body responds to it. If there's no aches and pains, and you can up it up or leave it there for a little bit. And just other couple things real quick. Number 2, successful people that I've seen within fitness, they log their food. Sometimes that adds another layer of accountability. If you write down what you've eaten throughout the day and you actually see it on paper, it adds like insight to it instead of just like eating it and forgetting about it. If you had McDonald's and you ate it, once it's gone, you're not really thinking about it. But if you write it down on a paper, you're going to be like, okay, you know what? I could do better for tomorrow. And it just provides, like I said, some insight, and it helps you, see where you got to improve. So logging your food is extremely important. And the third thing is addressing your injuries. If you have a bad knee, a bad back, a bad shoulder, take care of that, because that's going to limit how you can progress through any fitness program.
Yeah.
You can't. Pain is such a debilitating thing to go through, and I don't think anybody should go through that. You need to address what's causing you pain, whether that's going to a primary care physician first to get outsourced to another specialist, but taking care of your body first is one of the biggest things.
Some people don't want to mention to a trainer that they have pain.
Oh man, that's the worst. I don't understand why they do that.
Because they don't want the trainer to slack up.
It's not a slack
on the workout.
I know. I sometimes I have to like
that's an ego thing.
I have to be like a investigator sometimes to get out of some of my clients what's wrong with them, or I can see where they're. It's so obvious by their demeanor if they're really in pain. We ask because we want to adjust the workout so we can work around your pain, not to like cut back on what we're going to do. It's just to make it more appropriate so we don't further injure you. And
I'm guilty of that, folks. Sometimes I hurt my knee or something.
Last time you hurt your knee, I'm like, hey, man, you're not moving too well today. And you're like, oh, I'm good. And I'm like, I don't know about that.
I remember that. Yeah. I wasn't going to tell Jason because I wanted to do the leg stuff.
Yeah, I clearly saw something was wrong, but, we worked around it.
Yeah, we did. It still worked out very well.
Addressing your injuries is really, and the fourth thing I talked about is having a community, having accountability partners. It's really tough to go at it by yourself. So like joining a rec league sports or going to a class or having a spouse or someone that's with you. The toughest thing to do is to try to change your health when you're surrounded by people who don't have similar goals.
Yeah.
It's like crabs in a bucket kind of mentality. Your likelihood of succeeding, it dramatically decreases. So surround yourself with like-minded people.
Amazing.
And that goes with anything in life, right? That's not just with fitness. That's with business and spirituality, anything right? Yeah. And the fifth thing is be patient. Everything doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah.
Calm down, relax. It's going to take time.
Sure.
It's going to take time for you to really change your body.
It's not
a week thing. It's not a month thing. And even if it's a year thing, it's still worth it. So just take your time, be patient, and good things will happen.
Joel, so that's number 5, right?
Yes, number 5.
So Joel went to the gym, I think yesterday, and I saw him after he was leaving the gym. And I asked him, who do you work out with? He's like, nobody. I don't have time. I don't want, right, Joel? Did you tell me that?
I don't know if I said it. I don't know
if you can work out by yourself, if you don't need people, that's fine. But if you have a record of yo-yo dieting and yo-yo working out where you're just in and out of a program, in and out of, then that's probably a sign that you need people around you to keep you on your path.
You like working out by yourself?
I mean, I would much rather have a partner, or not a partner.
Partner, don't use that word.
A gym partner.
Yeah.
Because they help you get that extra 2 or 3 reps that you need to.
They're there for you, exactly.
Right. So I wouldn't mind. I started working out with Travis, one of the guys that goes here.
Oh, maybe Travis was the one who told me he didn't need one.
I think it was Travis. But when I worked out with Travis, I realized that it's nice having a gym partner to help you push those extra few.
I think he was the one who told me he didn't need anyone. Or something like that. He doesn't like it. Oh, I forgot. It wasn't you that told me that yesterday?
I don't think so.
Somebody told me that. It may not have been Travis. I forgot who it was.
You got to find your why you're doing it, and really remind yourself, okay, this is why I need to go to the gym because I want to not be tired when I'm playing with my kids. I want to, fit into this outfit. Whatever your why is, you got to keep it at the front of your mind, and that's what has to drive you.
How about a person who is trying to put on muscle and they're working at the gym? Should they eat a lot? Even though they say they're eating healthy food, and they eat 3 or 4 meals a day and that kind of stuff, and then they work out. Is that good?
If your goal is to put on mass and weight, you're going to have to train specifically for that. Your workouts have to be specific to mass gaining, and yes, your diet as well has to be tailored to that. It's like a more of a specific kind of training and diet.
Should you do more eating though?
You're going to have to intake a little bit more calories if you want to put on weight. Yes.
But don't you run the risk of putting on, or do you run the risk of putting on fat?
You very well can if you don't do it the right way. If some people think that you can just eat anything to put on mass, but yes, like you said, you're going to put on fat as well. So even if you're trying to bulk, as we say, you should do it in a clean way, not just what we call a dirty bulk, where you just eat anything in sight and work out. And you'll put on mass per se, but it's not going to be the mass you want.
But do men run the risk of eating all that food and then getting a belly, and the belly is hard to take off?
Yes, it is, absolutely. If you do it the wrong way, that very well happen.
The belly get fat first.
Most of the time,
and men can't take belly off the way women can.
I mean, it's all in your knowledge. If you don't know how to do it, it's like spinning your wheels in quicksand. It's going to be very hard to get to fix.
Did you have a question for Jason, Joe?
No.
Okay, let me go to KT out of Maryland. KT, thank you for calling. You're on with Jason Ottley.
Hey, Jason. Hey, Jesse. What's going on?
All is well, sir.
So I have a question for Jason. Jason, I asked a question the last time you were on about protein shakes.
Mm-hmm.
And you did mention something about 0.7 and 0.5 of your body weight.
Yeah.
And is that per day or per week, per month?
That is per day. That's like a general guideline that, yes, but that's exactly right. You take your body weight, multiply it by 0.5 and multiply it by 0.7, and that will be your ranges in grams of how much protein you would need, especially if you're going to the gym. Now, you don't have to necessarily consume all those grams through a protein shake. You can do it through conventional food. I just say a protein shake because that's like a quick 25 to 30 grams in one shot. But that's exactly right. Your range of where your protein intake should be daily.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sounds good because I'm getting back in the gym. I'm trying to gain a lot of muscle, so...
yeah, protein helps. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't have to be a protein shake.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, protein definitely does help for muscle repair and muscle growth. So whether you're doing it through a protein shake or through other foods, try to aim for your target for whatever your body weight is.
All right.
All right. Well, thanks, Jason. Thanks,
problem.
Jesse.
You're welcome, KT.
You're welcome.
Good to hear from you. If a person is drinking protein drinks, should they eat real food too? Or just the protein?
I don't think, like I said, most protein shakes only have about like 20 to 30 grams on average of protein. So one shake isn't going to do it. So obviously you're going to have a mixture of, I don't know how many protein shakes people can actually drink in one day. I only can do one. So for most people, it's going to reach their levels, it's going to be, if you're going to take protein shake, you're going to need to eat food as well.
I stopped doing protein shakes because they make...
You felt bloated, right?
I felt bloated, so I just stopped doing it.
Yeah, I've heard that before, and I don't consistently take protein shakes, but when I do, it is an easy way to get like 30 grams in, because I feel like I have a hard time to get enough protein through meals, throughout the whole day. Yeah. I don't eat frequently. I eat like less frequently, but bigger meals. That's kind of my style of eating. So a protein shake kind of helps me out because I just find a hard time eating throughout the whole day.
So how many meals a day you have?
Like 3. That's like low average probably.
Is that breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Usually lunch and dinner for sure. Sometimes breakfast.
What would you do with a person like Joel who eat all day, every day?
I mean, he's not overweight, so I'm keep on keeping on, man.
I eat a lot.
That's all right. Eating frequently is fine, and if you have a high metabolism, which I think you have, because you're lean, so you're fine. You're good to go.
Well, that's because he's dancing. If he ever stopped dancing, he still eat.
Don't stop dancing, man. Don't stop. Don't stop.
That's the key.
Oh, okay.
That's the key.
We run out of time here. Because I know you work with people around the world.
Yes.
And tell people how to reach you, how to get in contact. You work with them by remotely. Skype and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I actually am using this new personal trainer software, and it allows me to really oversee everyone's program. And I've been helping people on the show with my online coaching program. You can check it out at www.liveinspiretransform.com. You can get a free consultation. Just shoot me a message on the contact page, and at least to frame your goals and frame some kind of path that's going to lead you to where you want to go. So check me out again at liveinspiretransform.com.
Amazing teacher, Tufo. And I hear from you. Thank you so much for letting me know, because I asked that if Jason is not living up to what I've been telling you and what he talks about, let me know. And then we can scold him. One last thing I want to ask you about, what is workout of the day contest?
Well, yes,
Somebody asked me about that.
Yeah, I was having a contest, so open to all my Instagram followers. Follow me on Instagram first to be considered for the contest. I want to give away another online coaching or a coaching program. I just want you to record a video of you doing 5 push-ups, 5 squats, and 5 jumping jacks, and if you can tag me in that video, and I'm going to be choosing a winner on Friday.
My producer want to know, have you always been an active person?
Yes, honestly, for the most part, it's been a part of my life. My parents raised me to be very active. Yeah. They were active, and I started from very small.
So when you worked out, you were active in high school and college?
Yes, pretty much. It was just mostly through sports. I really picked up like the physiology and the working out of it, like at the back end of high school. Yeah. When I got injured in like sports, I started working with my physical therapist, and she kind of opened my eyes to like, hey, the body is like, it can really repair itself. It can do wonderful things if you know what to do with it.
That's right. Someone texted me to ask you this. They want to know, a lot of people hate to work out. What is something you hate to do but have to do?
Personally, for me,
yes.
And I hated it so much till now I don't even mind it that many. It was like leg day, to consistently do leg day, and plus I do it every time because I don't want to be imbalanced. I don't want to be one of those guys that's just top heavy and chicken legs, and like that's my worst fear. So I do it, but sometimes like it burns. Your legs burn. It's like and I lift kind of heavy, so it sucks sometimes. But I no matter what, I cannot skip it because I know if I skip it once, I'll skip it next week. So I don't skip it. I'm really meticulous of not missing leg day.
Yeah, I feel the same. I don't like legs, but I have to do them.
Yes.
Because like you said, especially black people, they have chicken legs.
Yeah, they do. We already have like smaller framed legs. So when we miss leg day, it shows, you know?
Joe, you dread doing legs too, right?
Oh my gosh.
It's a common thing.
It's because it's so hard.
I got legs today actually. So you guys check in on me and make sure I do my legs today.
Right.
How do they check in on you?
I don't know. Hit me up on Instagram, Live, Inspire, Transform. On my website, samething.com.
Amazing. Jason, I really, really appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate being here.
So the people, and when it all adds up, they have to work out. There's no excuses because as you're getting older, the body will break down.
It will break down. And like I said, working out doesn't have to be in a gym. It really just starts with movement. I just want to encourage people to move. You do not have to be in a gym. Just move. Get out, walk, move, stretch, yoga, make a sweat. You know, just make it happen, guys.
Is it better to run or walk?
Run if you can, walk if you can.
You get the result from both.
You will get some positive results. Yeah. You get
How about the same result?
I don't know. What results are you looking for? It depends. You know?
I see.
We got to measure your results and see what the best way is for you to get there. It's all dependent on who it is.
And so your website again, Jason?
LiveInspireTransform.com.
Amazing, folks. You will not be disappointed. If you are, let me know and we'll rebuke him. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.